classroom with deaf for the last 15. And tonight, I'm gonna come out of the classroom and we're gonna teach tonight. There's nothing about death that scares me. I knew at 14 years old that death and I would have a special relationship. But never did I ever imagine that we see so many young lives taken.
Look at the numbers on the shirt.
Decision making.
Tell me what you think those numbers represent. Talk up, sweetie.
Jail cell, no.
Nope,
Everybody count.
nope. Anybody else want to take a guess what the numbers on this shirt mean? I started out at the funeral home in 2008. I've been there for the last 15 years. In 2016, I took a job with the medical examiner's office as an autopsy technician. And as an autopsy technician, what we do is we are the assistants for the pathologists that do the examinations, okay? I did that for 2 years before I became an investigator with the medical examiner's office. And what investigators do is we go out to scene. So when you see that white truck with the green sign on the side that says forensic investigator, that's us. I only leave my building when death has occurred. That's the only time my phone rings, when somebody dies. So the new life that you created for yourself is now over. Okay. Like I say, death doesn't bother me. All the stuff that you see on TV about death is not reality. The closest thing that you will see, maybe, is the wide incision that they make. As an autopsy technician, what we did was we assisted the pathologist. So when we go out to the crime scenes and we come back, we do brief exams. I take photos of the bodies, document everything for the doctors so that they know what to expect when they get there. So you go in a body bag, and then you go in the 36-degree cooler on a table. And then the next morning, when the technicians get there, we take you out of the cooler. We take pictures of that bag that's got your name on it, that's got a unique case number for it. And then we open that bag up, and then we start taking pictures of you got, what color your hair is. We get your weight, we get your length, we take your fingerprints. And then the autopsy examination starts. Y'all can sit down. So we're gonna teach tonight. And hopefully you'll understand just how valuable that your life is. You know, I can't tell you how many parents I've seen on scenes and they're running up, they're hollering, they're screaming, they're crying because their child has been shot in the head, shot in the chest. I shouldn't be able to look through somebody's chest and see their heart. Two most important organs in your body, your heart and your brain. And we're gonna take a look at that today. So I see all of y'all that's got the long hair. That's a good thing for a mortician, because that means I got something to work with when I get through stitching your head back together. I ain't gotta try to cut something from one part and put it in the other to cover up the stitches. Because on the autopsy examination, we take everything out. Every last organ that you got comes out. We make that wide incision, shoulder to shoulder. We go down your chest, we go around your navel, down to your pelvis. We pull your skin back. You got your chest plate, then you got your intestines, you got your pancreas, you got your kidneys. Any of that stuff that gets hit, we photograph, and the doctors are taking these long metal rods, and what they're doing is they're running it through the external injuries on your skin through your body to figure out which path it took. Because they want to make sure parents, and when they do their death certificate, they got the right cause and manner of death, okay? Now we hear all the time, and she said, rest in peace. It's rest in death. There is rest in death, but there is no peace for families due to a manner that y'all are dying because y'all choosing to pick up the guns. Ain't no peace in that. And a lot of y'all, how many of you ever seen a heart and seen a brain? How many of you ever seen a real heart and a real brain? Put your hand on your chest. Put your hand on your chest. And feel your heart beat. So as a mortician, when we go to school, they teach us anatomical limits. So I don't need to be able to see it. I know where your common provider is when I'm going to inject you at. When I got to push that fluid in you. All I got to do is put my hand on the lobe of your ear and run it down. Put your hand right there. Run it down. Your carotid is right there. You can feel it there. I don't need to see anything. I just take a little scalpel. I'll make an incision about that big, just enough to get it up, pull it up, put the cannula in it, and we start injecting that fluid in there. Parents, when you go, if you ever been to a funeral, you touch a dead person, their rigidity, their hardness, that's when the chemicals are. Y'all too young to be having chemicals pumped in. As I told you, in the autopsy process, they take everything out. So once we take everything out in the body cavity, you know what the last thing is that we do? What you think the last thing is we do? You mind if I put my hands on it? We take your brain out. We take your brain out. And there's special instruments that we use when we take your brain out. We pull your face down so you can't see it. And then we take this saw, it's called a striker saw. And the striker saw is meant just to cut bone. And it takes some special skill and precision to use this saw off with it. But it's flat on the end and it's sharp. And all I gotta do is just get it right in that opening and go click and it's gonna go crack. And your skull gonna crack. And then we pull it off. And you got a layer on a layer around your brain, it's called a dura. That's what protects the brain inside of your skull. There's fluid that's running in there, so you can hear that peeling off, and it's like, and we take that off. And see, a lot of y'all don't realize that your brain, the front part of your brain, it uses the two most common places that people get shot, young people. Your head and your chest. And so your heart is valuable. That's what it beats right now. That's what it looks like. I hear that need a new heart because of birth defects. And y'all just carelessly going y'all making a decision. What your brain looks like. This part right here, the frontal lobe, that's responsible for social interaction, thought process, choices. Studies show that you don't really develop until the age of 25. This part of your brain right here, the cerebral spinal cord, little brain stem is what comes up right there. That's what connects. So when we take your brain out, this is what it looks like. It will be manifested for its greatness because of the bad decisions that you're making to pick up the gun. I don't have a problem with coming out there and taking pictures of you. Turning you over, watching the fluid spill out of your chest, out of your heart, onto the ground. But got a problem with all the potential that's being thrown away due to stupidity. And y'all think it's a joke. Y'all think it's a game. You know how many mothers we have that work at the forensic center? Our ratio of females to males as far as employees is 8-3. It's more women in forensics and going into funeral service than anything else. Why? Mothers. There's a level of compassion that women have. And it takes special people to do this job. And so I'm asking you tonight, is it fair for somebody's life to be altered or taken because of a poor decision that you made? Is it fair? Is it? It's not fair, is it? Y'all gotta start doing stuff a lot different. I got 3 things for you. The first one is you gotta start thinking different. Because the thoughts that you have got you here today. And if you keep those same thoughts, I might be getting a call tomorrow because some of y'all not gonna take advantage of the second chance. Those are facts. You're not gonna take advantage of the second chance that you got tonight. So when my pager go off, and they call, and I give them my ME24, we'll be there within an hour. Okay? We'll be there within an hour. There's so many people depending on you to make the right decision. You got younger brothers, you got younger sisters, they depend on you to make the right decision. Your parents are dependent on you to make the right decision. I can't tell you how many caskets I've closed and families falling all over the casket. Because that's it, death is final. It ain't no coming back from it. It's not. It ain't no coming back from death when you laid out on the street, or you on that cold table in that 36-degree cooler, or you full of fluid. I can put a smile on your face. I'm real good with smiles. If you ain't got no teeth, I can make you some out of cotton, okay? I will make you some out of cotton because it's not funny. And if your life is nothing but a joke to you, then you got bigger problems. You gotta start implementing better thoughts and beliefs in your lives, okay? There is nothing that you can do. Not only am I an investigator, I'm the chief investigator for the medical examiner's office, okay? I'm the director of investigations for the medical examiner's office, and I have been for the last 3 years. And you got all these people out here that are pouring into you, that want to see you do something different with your life. You can do whatever it is that you want to be. I've only been at the forensic center since 2016, and that's in 5 years, going from an autopsy tech to investigator to the chief investigator position in 5 years. It doesn't matter what your background is, it doesn't matter what your parents' background is. If you want to be a musician, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you could do that. You got so many resources, y'all, and you can get to this stuff a lot quicker than we can. You got millionaires on YouTube at 12, 13, and 14 years old. So don't tell me that you got to go out here pulling guns and taking people's cars and robbing people. Because as Ms. Bridgenham said, you're going to run up on the right person, and they're going to blow your brains out, or they're going to blow your heart out your chest. I want you to stand up. That's a fact. Stand up. And I want you to close your eyes. And keep them closed until I tell you to open them. We're going to show you what some gunshot wounds look like. And what it looks like on the scene for us when you bring those body bags out and put them in. Keep your eyes closed. Open your eyes. So when we go out to the scene, for those of y'all that don't know, gun violence is the leading cause of death for kids and teens in the United States of America. You're more likely to get killed just by having a gun than you will get the opportunity to protect yourself. Come up and gather around, all my kids. Come on up. I want to show you what it looks like when you get hit in the head with a high-powered rifle. Okay? Come on up. And it goes into your brain. Okay? Somebody come on this side. Come on this side. Well, your skull. So y'all tell me if that's what you want. You want to constantly put yourself at risk by carrying a gun. Is that what you want? Or you want something better for your life? If you want something better for your life, raise your hand. Raise your hand up high. Raise it up. Don't be afraid. Ain't nobody up. It's us. If you want something better for your life than ending up in one of these bags with one of these injuries, raise your hand. This is what we see. I see death every day, y'all. Every day. And I have for the last 15 years. And I don't just see one body. When I go to work and I go in my cooler, I see so many bodies. I'm surrounded by bodies. Every week, every other day. 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. Y'all coming through the door. On the table. Getting put in a 36-degree cooler. And that's a problem. Death is real, y'all. And like I say, it's final. Once you hit this step right here, mama can't come over here and sprinkle no tears on you. That's gonna make you get up. Ain't no more prayers that can be had that can make you get up. And I'm a believer. Once you go in this, that's it. And the next step for you after that is the funeral home. And we'll lock you up in that casket. And that's the end of your existence. But you want to be remembered for being hard, for being tough, for carrying a gun. And getting shot hurts. The mechanism that's in place in those guns, when those bullets come out, it's fire behind them. And depending on the type of ammunition, when it hits your skull, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. When it go through that skin, when it crack that bone, and then when it get into that soft tissue, that's a lot, y'all. Come on up, y'all, and have a seat. Come on around, you got it wrong. Cause don't nobody wanna see their baby in one of these. Am I right? We don't want this. And we seeing this more and more every day, y'all. More and more every day. I can't tell you, like I said, how many parents that we get that come out to scenes after the madness has already been done. And you crying and hollering because they can't get across the crime scene tape. They're not understanding that all they want to do is get to their baby. So we got to start doing preventive things on the front end, getting involved in their lives, you know, taking accountability for the things that we're supposed to do as parents. I have a son. Being more active, being more vigilant, not being that friend. Because I can tell you, when it gets right here, and the only difference is that you don't really get to see all this. When you get in there and you got blood and stuff that's running, you picking little pieces of skull, the only thing that you're getting is a manufactured copy, because we're going in and we're using instruments and we're using tools to do all the repair work so that you don't have as much anguish, okay? We need to start putting up some roadblocks in our own houses. Take advantage of the opportunity that you have here with the mentors that are here, because hearts are heavy. And like I said, there is rest in death, but it ain't no peace. I can promise you that. It ain't no peace. Y'all can have a seat. As Judy said, you got the block squad that's been coming for years. They're ready mentors. But you gotta want it for yourself, because as many people get up here and talk and we share these stories, every picture that she showed you has come through our office. Every last picture, every baby, every youth, you know, brothers and sisters that are losing their lives because of decisions of older brothers and sisters picking up guns. 1-year-olds and 2-year-olds shouldn't have bullets in their heads. Okay. So before you leave tonight, you got some tough decisions to make. Because I promise you, if you don't make the right decision, I'm gonna open my door to you.